Rolls are awesome! There's nothing better than a good roll in video games. To celebrate, we're gonna count them down. Sean, for top 10 rolls in video games.
Number 10.
In 2006, Gears of War came out as the premier cover-based third-person shooter. Its multiplayer was based completely on tactical flanking, staying low, and getting the jump on your enemies. That is, until it actually got into the hands of players and everybody just equipped a shotgun and rolled around like a bunch of morons. Frantically rolling and shotgunning in Gears of War 1 was such an intense strategy that Cliffy B and company intentionally made changes to the multiplayer formula so people would do stuff like, actually use cover in a cover-based shooter. It never really worked.
Number 9.
Of course I'm gonna talk about Star Fox 64 on a list about rolls, but it may not be what you expect. Landmaster, bitch! It's a tank that rolls, motherfucker! How dope is that? I don't know if this is really popular opinion, and feel free to fill me in, but my favorite level of Star Fox 64 is undoubtedly the Forever Train on Macbeth. There's not very many tanks in video games that are this nimble, let alone can bounce off their own roofs to avoid incoming fire from a train bird.
Number 8.
Who knew that video game rolls could be so delicious? There is no other food item in video games I wish I could taste more than a sweet roll. And if you're a fan of the Elder Scrolls series, you respect the idea. And if you hook up with Sheogorath, you can use a modded Wabbajack to turn people into sweet rolls. Then you can eat them! The sweet roll is a Bethesda staple, and they've even gone as far as to include them in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. But, like the Wasteland, the sweet roll in Fallout 4 looks bombed out and depleted. Ugh, talk about old bread.
Number 7.
Double entry here. Nathan Drake rolls very, very well. That's a fact. But what's more deserving than an athletically perfect man? A man with rolls that rolls.
Oh my god, look at him. He's so big. Oh my god.
All seriousness aside, turning Sony's Golden Boy into a fatso is not funny. There's absolutely no hilarity at all in making a nimble badass into a fat guy. Not funny at all.
Number 6.
Melina's pretty fine, but her most underrated quality is her rolls. Look at this bitch. Watch what happens if you block her roll. What the hell? Imagine if some crazy lady was rolling at you at 60 miles per hour and you just cross your arms and you deflect her spiraling body. I was actually looking at all fighting games to find some characters with, some good rolls, but none of them equates to Melina rolling so hard she knocks people's legs off. Jesus Christ.
Number 5.
Hours spent in Hyrule. The painstaking agony of walking across a gigantic open field. Minutes wasted under the blistering sun. Until one magic maneuver was discovered that would change the speed at which a man can travel forever. Sparking countless debates as to whether or not it actually saved time, many adopted the repeating roll technique. Did it actually save time? I have no clue, but Linked saved time, because he's the hero of time and he saves it.
Number 4.
I'd have to kick my own ass if I didn't give it up to the Prince of the Cosmos. If you thought a tank had no business rolling, why do you see this shit? If you haven't experienced a Katamari game, here's the lowdown. You roll stuff around. You're pretty much a dung beetle. Katamari made 0 cents before Old Spice commercials took over the world. You collect all of these random objects on your sticky ball and just keep rolling. Thumbtacks, dice, erasers, rulers, ATSTs, Jocelyn. All of this shit rolls, right? Fuck no it doesn't. But by the time you're done, it will. It will.
Number 3.
Balls roll good. It's a fact. Unless, the ball is a square, or some bullshit like that. So it should come as to no surprise that Samus makes the roll list with her awesome ability to switch to Morph Ball mode. Hitting up tunnels, access ducts, or just low-hanging obstacles while pooping out mines is one hell of a way to cement yourself in the video game rock and roll Hall of Fame. Bingo. Nailed it. I'm the best. Moving on to number 2.
Number 2.
little behind the scenes here, Sonic was the last thing I thought about when writing down all the contenders for top 10 rolls. I guess because it's called a spin dash? I don't think I ever considered what Sonic did to be actual rolling. Is that weird? Did anybody else let that slip by him? I don't know what I thought he was doing. Maybe I thought he was just curled up and sliding around as a kid. The way he was slicing through enemies, destroying blocks of earth, going through loops, and gambling his rings away, I guess I just always pictured Sonic as a runner and not a roller. Either way, Sonic has absolutely nothing on the number 1 roll of all time.
It's number 1.
That's right, suckers! You showed up for a top 10 rolls, and that's what you get. I'm just kidding you. Here's number 1 for real. Roll or die. It's an eraser of mistakes, an equalizer in the fucked up worlds that From Software comes up with. What would Dark Souls be without the evasive roll? Nothing! It'd be a shitty game full of, walking around and trying not to get hit. From the horribly clumsy roll of the poorly equipped fat man to the nimble roll of a mobile god, the weighty dodges of the Dark Souls series are on high as the best of all time. Peace, I'm out!